So guys, it don't shele for Soludo, guys. The people of Anambra State, they don't already put Soludo under serious fire because of the way he tried to discredit what Peter Obi did when he was there as the governor. They have started questioning Soludo, guys. I don't need to talk too much, but let me just drop these reactions for you guys to watch.
So the governor of Anambra State was caught on camera lying against Peter Obi. If the governor of Anambra State knew that he had no project to commission, why invite Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president, to Anambra? You invite the president and you got desperate because you had nothing to commission. So in order to impress the president, you had to lie against Peter Obi. What did Soludo say? I want you to watch this video and see what the lie that the governor of Anambra State told on camera.
Your visit to Anambra State today, Mr. President, is historic and consequential. The last state visit by a president was in 2012, ostensibly to commission a brewery and another private enterprise. This visit...
Have you seen it? Soludo lied that the last time a president visited Anambra State, he came to commission Sabmila, and he said one private enterprise. First of all, let's debunk the lie. It is a lie from the pit. The last time Goodluck visited Anambra State, he commissioned, let me list them. Number one, Orient Petroleum. The reason Anambra State is an oil producing state today is because of Orient Petroleum. It was that day that Goodluck commissioned it, that he mentioned it, that Anambra have become an oil producing state, which Chukwuma Soludo is enjoying the revenue from it today. He also commissioned Sabmila, Orange Drugs, Criso Company, Onitsha Inland Port, Opiweka 8 lane. That 8 lane you are seeing at Opiweka, it was that day it was commissioned. Kenneth DK Library. The list is endless. Peter Obi did not just touch Anambra, he changed Anambra. Juhel Pharmaceutical was under Peter Obi. Anambra Teaching Hospital under Peter Obi. Jerome Udoji, the 3 biggest secretariats in the whole of Nigeria. Jerome Udoji under Peter Obi, commissioned. Anambra Emergency Management, commissioned. Even Innocent, the one that Chukwuma Soludo recently went and damaged things for, it was under Peter Obi, commissioned by Goodluck Jonathan. Innocent, under Peter Obi. So why would a professor, a governor, be lying, caught on camera lying? If Chukwuma Soludo, the governor of Anambra State, is too lazy to do his research, why not commission your aides to research for you? But rather, even the way he said Sabmila, let us get it. What did Bola Ahmed Tinubu come to commission in Anambra State? He came to commission a luxury home for the governor of Anambra State, a luxury home, a liability for the people of Anambra State. And he had the God to be comparing it with Sabmila. Sabmila has about 300 staffs. 300 staff. And indirect, about 2,000 indirect staff. If you add the distributor, retailers, transporters, and allied services, 2,000. And Soludo he has the mouth. Since Soludo came to Anambra State, which one company has Soludo has he attracted to Anambra State? Which one? If you ask him, he will say he employed teachers. Are you not supposed to be employing teachers day one? Every governor is supposed to be employing teachers because some teachers are retiring and you employ more. It is not part of your performance. Okay, look at NECO just released the ranking performance for this year. Will you believe that Anambra is not in the first 12? Anambra that P2B moved to number 1 is not in the first 12. Look at it. Guess who is the number 1? I did a video last time and I ranked Abia State Governor as number 1. In the NECO ranking, Abia State is number 1. Abia State is the number 1. The governor of Anambra State left what he is supposed to do and wasting the resources of Anambra on a luxury home. And people say that that is the case of Chukwuma Soludo. How can you, without shamelessness, you invite a president to commission to housewarming of a luxury home you have built for yourself? What a shame. Look at the list of companies that P2B attracted to Anambra State. Today, you have not attracted one. And this is the reason why you didn't understand how to solve the problem with innocent. Because if you know how hard it is to attract a private investor in your state, you will know how to manage any whatever. You will know how to manage anything that comes out. You won't be caught pulling down their properties. You will do it in an orderly way without this rascality that I saw. Everybody saw them. The governor of Anambra State must wake up. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's supposed to be a professor. A professor. You pull the president with all the long queues of. Did you see the convoy? To waste Anambra resources just to commission your luxury home. Hey, this is the shock of my life. This is the shock of my life. Well, it is shameful. Southeast is indeed, we are in trouble. Thank God for Oti and a few other governors that are doing well. If we are left with you, we'll be shamed. Taraba is even higher than Anambra State in NECO ranking. Taraba. No disrespect to Taraba. Even Ebonyi did well. But the governor of Anambra is busy throwing tantrum. You cannot beat the record of P2B. If you want to beat that record, you sit down and walk. Not you keep throwing tantrum, writing, wasting public resources on things that vain things that are immaterial. So while we have 300 employment positions in only Samila alone, how many is your government house going to give us? Rather, every year, Anambra State will spend public fund renovating it. They even wrote that part of the thing in the government house is industrial kitchen. What are you cooking? Industrial kitchen.
Let's take a look at some of these reactions coming from the Anambra, because they are wondering what are the projects that Soludo invited the president of Nigeria to come commission in his state. Honestly, there are a lot of reactions going on in Anambra State. Now, it might shock you to know that under Soludo, this headline says, Anambra State tops JAMB exam fraud list. Anambra State is the #1 in JAMB exam fraud under Soludo. And they withheld so many results from Anambra State. It will also shock you to know that Anambra State, which Peter Obi brought from number 28 to first position in WAEC, is no longer captured among the first 30. Anambra State is no longer captured among the first 30. It is now Abia State that comes first. Anambra State, under Professor Soludo, is no longer near 30 when it comes to the best performing states in WAEC NECO exams. Now, I'm going to read out some of the questions the Anambra are asking Soludo and those of him that were celebrating that they've commissioned projects. Now, this person tweeted and said, did Soludo discuss about the Onitsha inland port? No. Did Soludo discuss linking Onitsha, Nnewi, and other parts of the state and regions with a rail? No. Did Soludo discuss the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? No. Did Soludo discuss the insecurity and 200 roadblocks in Anambra State? No. Did Soludo discuss the Anambra section of the less than 120-kilometer Enugu-Onitsha dual carriage way, linking both the state capital that hasn't been completed in more than 25 years? No. Did Soludo discuss on investing and federal government patronizing made in Anambra innocent vehicles? No. So what did Soludo discuss with Bola Tinubu? P2B. So this person said Soludo did not even talk about some of the challenges facing the Anambra. Like we all know how the federal government presence is not in the southeast. Soludo don't discuss things like that. The military checkpoints at every junction, he doesn't talk about that. How these checkpoints, that is being mounted by the police and the military, they are using it to extort businesses. Soludo didn't talk about that. And other challenges that the Southeasterners are going through, not being carried along in the government. You see how Tinubu has appointed majority of Yorubas. Buhari did his own, it was more of the Northerners. He did not even put all those concerns of the Igbos on the table. Nnamdi Kanu that is being prosecuted. Now, Nnamdi Kanu is being linked to the NSAS protest. You can imagine that evidence is being sought for so as to jail him.
Soludo cannot bring Nnamdi Kanu's case to the table. And people are wondering what exactly are the projects that Soludo commissioned or he invited Tinubu to commission.
Well, let's head over now to Anambra State, where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu joined the state governor, Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, to inaugurate the first state-of-the-art government house on Thursday, marking a historic milestone more than 30 years after the state's creation. It was the president's first visit to the state after becoming president. Tinubu applauded Soludo for laying a strong foundation in the state, adding that Anambra is on the rise and that the massive infrastructural projects align with Soludo's vision for Anambra to become the Dubai, Taiwan, and the Silicon Valley of Africa. The president also jokingly asked Soludo to get him a land in Anambra for his retirement home. Let's take a look.
I am now bona fide son of the soil. One of your son, I say your own son, maybe my friend and your governor, Charles Soludo, should find me a plot of land for my retirement home. You don't have to move me from the villa for only 1 week. Give me permanent abode. Thank you very much.
Now our Papa Vidi, so we no get another one. Now our Papa Vidi, so That was beautiful to see. While the inauguration ceremony was filled with excitement, the president was also honored with the traditional title, Dike Simba Anambra, meaning warrior from the diaspora, by the state's traditional rulers. This honor was bestowed upon him in recognition of his contributions across the nation. Let's take a look.
Shall I go ahead?
Jagabano nke Nigeria nine odike simba analudo go no tuanie dike simba o.
Congratulations, Dike Simba, Jagaban Anambra, Jagaban Anambra,
aka Dike Simba.
I love it. Congratulations to Jagaban. Why not? Meanwhile, the Anambra State Governor, during the inauguration ceremony, said that the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, will continue its policy of adopting a sitting president as its candidate for the upcoming 2027 elections, emphasizing that APGA is strategically and ideologically aligned with the federal government and the renewed hope agenda. Let's take a look.
I want to put on record that it is in time for all progressives. It is time for all progressives, for all the federalists, and all parties with social democratic, centrist, and left-of-center credentials to unite, to advance the purpose of a united and progressive Nigeria. May God bless the Jagaban bless the renewed hope agenda. May God bless Anambra State, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
All right. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Go ahead.
Let us thank the people of India Anambra. India Anambra has shown that, they are very good guests. They showed a lot of hospitality towards President Tinubu. From those who were singing our Papa Bidi, so it was a very cordial, joyful reception that they had for the president. And 179 traditional rulers came together and, honored him with Dikesimba Anambra. And then the governor also was very friendly towards him. I think the optics look very good. India Anambra has done very well.
Yes.
Number two, the other issue that I want to address is the fact that the governor has built a new government house. Now, it's not only a new government house that he has built. It's an entire complex that will house the government, that will have also a government house. The governor himself pointed out that there is even a presidential lodge to which the president can relocate for 2 weeks and come and enjoy the beauty of Anambra. If you leave the government house, because I've been there, and there's secretariat in front, it's a one-stop government complex. Anambra State has not had anything like that. And the current government house actually is a makeshift building that one governor after the other has been living in. This will be the first time that a governor will give that state, a government house.
Actually, a state-of-the-art government house.
No, it's fantastic.
Yes.
And then, what is on the screen now? That's like, a tourist center.
Yes.
It has a clubhouse. It has this tourist location.
Yeah.
It has behind it, a small stadium to encourage people of Anambra to come home for weekends, to invest in their own home state, and to bring even their children. So what Governor Soludo is doing here is to create an enabling environment for the running of government, and also, for Anambra people who are in diaspora to come home. Number three, the part of it that I'm a bit, worried about is Governor Soludo saying, we are all progressives. Alliance, All Progressives Congress, and Alliance, All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, and that in 2027, the progressives should come together,
yes,
to promote the ideology of progressivism.
Yes.
Well, it's a double-edged sword, and it's as follows. In 2003, this was how President Obasanjo and his strategists said, okay, they are criticizing him. They are saying he doesn't have a strong base in his own region. And, the strategists tried to talk to the governors who were from AD at that time. This was how the governors said, we will support President Tinubu during presidential election. But during governorship election, vote for AD, because that's more or less what the governor is saying in Anambra. Vote for me during governorship, vote for President Tinubu during presidential election. Do you know that all the governors that followed that route in 2003 in the Southwest, they lost their positions? The only man that survived was this same Dikesimba of Igbo land. He's the only one that survived. That's why they call him the last man standing. Because during his own campaign, he told the people of Lagos, just vote for AD. All the other people who thought they could separate the two, they lost their positions. And what is the point? It's about political education. Most of the voters, most of the people who come out on election day, they will not make any difference. They will just say the governor has told us to support President Tinubu. Now our Papa Bidi, so they can go and just vote for APC all through.
All right.
So there is a lot of work ahead for APGA in Anambra State, and also for the governor to make sure that the electorate can make that proper distinction.
All right. Well, congratulations to the people of Anambra. Before I come to you, Rufai, now let's take this video showing President Tinubu and Governor Soludo dancing to Flavor's hit track, Game Changer, at the Anambra Stadium. Let's take
one of the optics and everything.
Yes.
You see, but give it to President Tinubu. I always give him his flowers. I disagree with him on many things, but I give him his flowers. He's a very deft political activist and political player and strategist. You see, what Dr. Abati cited when he said, oh, in 2023, that 2003, they drifted towards a path. Yes, that affected a lot of, those governors in 2003, and some of them, they didn't just even do their homework. I remember, I can't recount the story of what really happened to people like Oshoba when Benga beat him there, but that's a talk for another day because I don't have time. But also, that same thing was done. The government you serve in, Jonathan government, had that same deal with President Tinubu in 2011. But guess what? President Tinubu was smart enough to be able to tell the people that, see, Lagos, PDP, presidential, but governorship, we come back to base. And Babatuni Fashola had an overwhelming return. As regards all of this project launch, please, it's something across every African country. I'm always scared when I see leaders building new government houses. They say there's nothing been there and all of that.
Yeah.
Because in other parts of the world, when last did you hear that America is building a new White House?
Yeah.
When last did you hear that we are doing infrastructural projects in other developed nations about a befitting presidential palace?
Right.
This idea that you must have a befitting presidential palace, I don't think is the right one. I think we should put more resource into the people.
Well said.
22 Sussex Street in Canada has been of dispute.
Right.
The building went derelict. Guess what? Nobody there touched to repair the building because they knew the people would go against them.
Yeah.
So let's focus more on doing things for the people rather than edifices for whoever is governor at any point in time.
Well said,
we need to move on.
I mean, you're absolutely spot on. And the idea of building.
In Anambra, it's like a three-arm zone.
It's a three-arm zone. That's what can I just
So that's the model. The legislature, the judiciary, then government secretariat. The government lodge is just at the back. But where the governor of Anambra lives now, even you, Rufai, you can build it and live there. It's just a small...
Well, everyone has an opinion here, and I think that Rufai is quite correct in terms of, putting resources more on, security and other more important things than, productivity than edifices like this. And you are right, Dr. Abati, saying that, this new state-of-the-art government house is a three-arm government with, the legislature and also the judiciary. So at the end of the day, the Anambra people win, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That's correct.
To Ndi Anambra.